All right, everyone, we are going to start our last lesson of the week, and that is lesson 95, and you will find that on page 493 of your math book. So, like always, make sure you have a pencil and paper and your math book ready, and we are just going to jump in and get started with our mental math. So, make sure on page 493, pause if you need to get there, and let's get started. Letter A is 60 times 80. 60 times 80. The answer to that, 4,800 or 4,800. Letter B, 437 minus 150. 437 minus 150. The answer, 287. Letter C, 25% of 80. What is 25% of 80? The answer to that is 20. Letter D, $3.99 plus $4.28. What is $3.99 plus $4.28? The answer, $8.27. $8.27. Letter E, we have 17.5 divided by 100. 17.5 or 17 and 5/10 divided by 100. The answer is 0.175 or 175 thousandths. And so just to review this method here, last lesson we talked about multiplying by powers of 10 and how when you multiply, you move your decimal to the right. Let's remember when you divide, you move your decimal to the left. So because we're multiplying by 100, that's 2 decimal places, 1, 2, and that's how we got our answer there. So just a refresher in that. Letter F, 30 times 55. It's 30 times 55. Answer, 1,650. 1,650. Letter G, if W equals 10, what does 7W equal? If W equals 10, what does 7W equal? The answer, 70. Remember, this means we're going to multiply. And then finally, letter H, our favorite, the mental calculation. So let's follow along. 6 times 8 plus 1, find the square root, times 5, plus 1, find the square root, times 3, divided by 2, and find the square root of that. And the answer you should have gotten is 3. Okay, so great job on those. Let's just jump right into our lesson, reducing rates before multiplying. So what we're focusing on today is canceling at units of measure before we multiply. So this is something we've done before. Just like we've done, you can cancel units just as you can cancel numbers. So if you wanted to take notes, that's something I suggest writing down. And an example is, let's say we had 3/4 times 2/5 times 5/6. So just remember that within any pair of a numerator and a denominator, you can reduce or cancel numbers. So here, for example, we could cancel our 5s, turn both of those into 1s. Our 2 and our 4, we could cancel and reduce into 1 and 2. And our 3 and 6, we could turn 3 into 1 and 6 into 2 before we multiply. And that would have give us a much more concise answer than if we had just multiplied across with our original numbers. If we did 3 times 2 times 5, 4 times 5 times 6, and then reduce. So this makes it a lot more concise and makes it actually become less work towards the end. So in this example here, we're doing 4 miles per hour times 2 hours. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually cancel the unit of hour. So our numbers haven't canceled yet, but you can cancel your unit of hours. And so now our answer, we multiply across, we have 8 miles. 8 miles is our simple answer. So 4 miles per hour times 2 hours is just going to be 8 miles. So let's just jump right into an example. So anywhere you see in a numerator and denominator a pair of a unit, you can cancel those. So example 1, multiply 55 miles per hour. I'm going to write it out just like you see it in your book. Miles per hour by 6 hours. So you might wonder, how do I translate this to write mathematically? So 55 miles, our fraction bar represents the term per, so 55 miles per hour multiplied by 6 hours. It's just like the original example, and let's just make this a fraction so it looks similar. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cancel the unit hours. Our hours cancel. So now we simply multiply what's 55 times 6. That would be 330. And then our only unit left is miles, so it's 330 miles. And that's what we do there. You just cancel out your units. If you could cancel numbers, then we would. But for this example, we were unable to. But we're going to go through, I'll walk through the practice set with you and show you an example in which you would cancel your numbers as well as your units. Now example 2, it says multiply 5 feet by 12 inches per foot. So let's think, how do we translate this numerically? We have 5 feet. I'll just put that over 1 so it looks like a fraction, multiplied by 12 inches per, so when you see per, you can write a fraction bar, per foot, per 1 foot. So feet, foot, we know that's the same unit. So we're going to cancel that. And can we cancel anything else? No. So we're going to start with multiplying. So 5 times 12, we have 60 inches. So 60 inches is our answer. So that's really all we're doing. Let me give you an example where you would multiply, where you would reduce units as well. Let's just use that same one and instead say it's 5 feet by 24 inches per 2 feet. That's pretty simple, but this way you get the idea. So it's 5 feet over 1, 24 inches per 2 feet. So here we're going to cancel our unit. We have a unit in the numerator and the denominator. We also have some numbers we can cancel. So 24 and 2, 2 would reduce to 1. 24 would reduce to 12. So then you can multiply 5 times 12, 60. Then our units had canceled, so we're left with inches. Okay, so that's an example of units canceling as well as numbers canceling. And you'll see that in your practice set. So really, this is a really short one. That's all the lesson is canceling units. So make sure you're on page 494 now. I'm going to give you a little bit to work on your practice set. So work on your practice set, pause the video, and when you come back, we'll go over those answers. All right, so let's go over our practice set. Like I said, this is a really short one. We have $3 per hour times 8 hours. $3 per hour. And just write this out. Times 8 hours, just to make sure that you understand. What we're going to do here, cancel the unit of hours, and then we're left with $24. So you should have gotten $24. Okay, I'm going to walk through this next one as well, and then for the rest, I'll probably just give you the answers, because this is one where you could cancel units, or excuse me, cancel numbers as well as units. So it's 6 baskets per 10 shots multiplied by 100 shots. So say that was your average. For every 10 shots you took, you made 6 baskets. They want to know how many baskets would you make if you took 100 shots. So we can cancel the unit of shots. The next thing we can do is cancel with 10 and 100. So 10 would become 1, 100 would become 10, because those can be reduced. Okay, we could also reduce with our 6 and our 10 if we wanted to. We could have divided those both by 2. It said 3 over 5. So there are a lot of different options there. I'm going to undo that just because we decided to do the 10 and 100 for this one. So now multiply across, and you should have gotten 60 baskets. So hopefully that makes sense. It's everything you've done before. You've already been doing canceling with fractions since like 4th grade. So now we're also doing units. So you can cancel, in this case, shots, hours, miles, whatever the units may be. So for letter C, our answer is 263 cents. This section is going to really show the importance of writing your unit. So we've been saying that since the beginning of the year, how important it is to include units. And now it's actually imperative because it's part of the answer. Letter D is 800 kilometers. Letter E, 522 students. 522 students. Letter F. So I like these last few problems because you're the one who has to translate that sentence into a numerical sentence. So letter F is 230 centimeters. 230 centimeters. Letter G, 270 miles. 270 miles. All right, so that was the lesson, canceling units or canceling rates before multiplying. So if you have any questions, please let me know back in our Google Classroom. Your homework for this lesson is going to start on page 494, numbers 1 through 30. And so this is the last lesson before our next test. So your next assignment will be a review assignment, and then we'll jump into taking your tests. So if you have any questions, let's say I'll wait to answer your questions. Maybe I can do a video of just answering questions. So if you have one, email me or leave it in the comments of our Google Classroom. But this lesson isn't actually due until next Friday. This is next, well, from the time of the recording. So today's the 25th. This is the assignment for April 3rd. So you actually have quite some time. So hopefully you are able to enjoy your spring break. I know a lot of you are working ahead and you might be working on this one right away. So if you have questions, let me know, because the test will be April 7th. Let me double check that. I think I'll probably make April 7th to make sure you have time to review. Yeah, that Tuesday. So April 7th, let's say, is the test. I will give you a review Kahoot like we did for our last test. So let me know if you have any questions. As always, I'm praying for you, and I hope everything's going well and you're staying safe. Stay busy. All right, bye.